From a single fruit and veg store opened in Cape Town, Food Lovers Market Group has thrived over the past 30 years to become the country's largest privately owned retailer. It now boasts an expanding footprint of modern grocery retail stores and a handful of attractive brands now part of its stable. The family-owned group has steadily grown to include popular grocery retailer Food Lovers Market, convenience chain, Fresh Stop, at Caltex stations, import and export company, FBC International, 2 liquor chains, Diamond Discount Liquor and Market Liquors, as well as artisan coffee brand, Seattle Coffee Company. Food Lovers Market is in the business of fresh, and it offers fresh food, guaranteed. Unsurprisingly, this freshness guarantee is something Food Lovers Market is exceptionally passionate about, and it is held true to its brand. From opening a single store with a team of 6 colleagues, the Food Lovers Market Group now boasts 17,000 team members across the entire business. Some early employees are still working in the business, having grown into other roles as the company expanded. In order for us to understand how Food Lovers Market became South Africa's largest privately owned retailer, let's take it back to the year 1993, when brothers, Brian and Mike COPPIN, launched a fruit and veg city store at Access Park in Kenilworth, Cape Town. The store was converted from an existing business called the Carrot King. Their father Aubrey COPPIN was an OK Bazaar's director for 40 years, and the brothers followed in his footsteps by also working at OK. They started 2 small stores, which failed, and then decided to try fruit and vegetable stores as they thought there was a gap in the market. From the get-go, Fruit and Veg City has always been a family business, with emphasis placed on good old family values such as trust, integrity, and honesty. The brothers' vision was to create a store that resembled old marketplaces, where farmers brought their fresh produce to be sold to the public. They sourced the store's products directly from farmers and municipal markets, and priced them aggressively in order to expand in the market while at the same time competing with existing retail chains. The first store was an instant success and returned the initial investment within 6 months of operation. By 1995, the brothers were approached by someone wanting to operate a store in Port Elizabeth, and just like that, the first franchise store was opened. Franchise stores in Durban, East London, Pretoria, Bloemfontein and Johannesburg soon followed. By 1998, they seemed to have perfected the store's model, and the brand as a whole was beginning to become a household name in the country. In the next 10 years, 86 stores were opened, of which 2/3 were franchised, and employee numbers exceeded 4,000. By 2004, Fruit and Veg City was moving over 2,000 tons of produce to 80,000 customers every day, which made them the biggest fresh produce retailer in the country with a turnover of more than 1.5 billion rands a year. In 2006, Pick n Pay wanted to purchase the Fruits and City brand, but Competition Commission of South Africa ruled against the proposed acquisition, citing unfair advantage in the retail market for fresh food. This was a huge blow to both parties, especially Pick n Pay. According to reports, the retail giant was very keen on the move as it wanted to buy the business as a means to be more competitive against Woolworth's food. The next step in the evolution of Fruit and Veg City was to create a modern eatery where food aficionados could indulge in a range of gourmet foods. It was this vision that finally gave birth to the Food Lovers Market, a theater of food that was designed specifically with connoisseurs in mind. The Fruit and Veg City team crossed the globe in search of the hottest international trends in food. They visited the United States, Europe, Australia, and the East, and then brought the best elements of what they saw on their back with them. The result is the stylish and modern food emporium called the Food Lovers Market, with the first store opening in Hillfox, Johannesburg. The following year, the company spread its wings beyond borders and formed an international division called Fruit and Veg City International to handle exports. FBC International fits so well within the Food Lovers Market Group. It supplies all stores within the FLM Group, and it is one of South Africa's leading import and export company. Its major export product lines including apples, pears, citrus, grapes, and plums. Exporting to the likes of North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, as well as other African nations, FVC is a hands-on one-stop shop priding itself on quality processes, from growing and picking to packing and distribution. In 2009, the group established its forecourt retail brand Fresh Stop at Caltex service stations, which have since become a hit. There's over 330 Fresh Stop at Caltex outlets nationwide, which are open 24 hours. The following year, the FML Group launched Food Lovers Eatery, a quick-service cafeteria with a wide range of freshly prepared food, and a small range of convenient fruits, vegetables, and pantry items. The eatery is basically a place where you buy potato salad rather than a pocket of potatoes, a burger and chips rather than burger patties, or fried fish and chips rather than a piece of raw hake. As it stands, there are 7 eateries, 3 in central Cape Town, and the remaining 4 in central Johannesburg. In September 2012, the group acquired Damon's Discount Liquor from RMB Corvest. The purchase was in line with Damon's Discount Liquors' vision of becoming a national chain someday, and also its desire to align itself with a national supermarket retailer. The acquisition also gave birth to the Market Liquors brand, which came after a partnership between Damon's Discount Liquor and Food Lovers Market. With 32 stores in total, Market Liquors can be found close to Food Lovers Market stores, while Diamond Liquors are found in busy areas in the Western Cape Province. In the same year, Food Lovers Market expanded its offering to include non-food items and announced that it would be converting all Fruit and Veg City outlets to its Food Lovers Market brand, and also began stocking items in a number of grocery categories from British retailer Waitrose. FML's biggest bet was when they partnered and subsequently acquired a 51% stake in Seattle Coffee Company from Pete Howie and Barry Parker in 2015. Seattle Coffee Company was launched the same year as Fruit and Veg City in London, UK, by couple Ali and Scott Svensson. 3 years later, the Seattle Coffee brand was brought to South Africa by Barry Parker and Peter Howie, who set up the first store in Cape Town. Starbucks bought out Seattle Coffee UK in 1998 and converted all 65 stores into Starbucks. Starbucks acquired Seattle Coffee UK by exchange of 1.8 million Starbucks shares for 100% of Seattle Coffee in a deal worth $83 million. When Peter Howie and Barry Parker brought Seattle Coffee Company to Cape Town in 1996, they also acquired the Southern Africa naming rights. So, when Starbucks bought out Ali and Scott Svensson, the Cape Town store owned by Peter and Barry was the only Seattle left. The Seattle Coffee brand has gained massive popularity in South Africa over the years, operating 200-plus cafes across the country. In 2016, Actis, through its private equity arm, invested 760 million rands for a minority stake in Food Lovers Market. The group used the proceeds to boost its local growth potential. Actis' private equity portfolio focuses on consumer, financial services, and healthcare. The firm has investments across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, with over $12.5 billion worth of assets under its management. The coming years saw the group launching Earth Lovers, a division dedicated to building a company that incorporates social and environmental sustainability in everything the business does. The company is committed to creating a sustainable business model for years to come. This includes building stores that are energy efficient with LED lighting and energy efficient refrigeration, as well as waste minimization processes. The retailer is also committed to reducing waste to landfill, and stores are continually looking at more efficient packaging and recycling opportunities, having been the first South African retailer to ban plastic bags at till points. The FLM Group has a strong value proposition and has targeted the aspirational middle class in South Africa through their theater of food, by expanding away from being a traditional fruit and vegetable store, towards offering services such as a butchery, bakery, grocery, and deli foods. In January 2022, FLM announced plans to increase their store presence by 22 across South Africa and Namibia by the end of 2024 through a 400 million rands investment. These new flagship stores under this expansion will host a number of key elements we have come to expect from retailers looking to attract consumers to their stores. These include a sushi bar, bakery, biltong, dried fruit and nut bar, as well as a Seattle Coffee Company within the store. In the latter part of 2022, the brand opened its Botasig flagship store to a positive response from the local community. This was closely followed by the refurbishments of Food Lovers Market Westcus Mall and KZN stores in La Lucia, Bolito, and Crescent. A significant national expansion is on the cards in the next few years. These new generation Food Lovers Market stores have been designed to offer customers a one-stop shopping experience. The eventual goal is to establish Food Lovers Market as the store of choice for middle-class South Africa and compete head-on with the likes of Spar, Pick n Pay, and Checkers. So far so good on the mission. The group recorded 24% year-on-year growth for the first quarter of the 2023-2024 financial year. Should Food Lovers Market go public one day, the COPPIN family and its investors will be rewarded handsomely, but then again, that's probably never happening.